Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Tyler.
And I'm a guy with a not new saxophone, but a new microphone. This is pretty exciting. I haven't had a new microphone in about 4,000 years, so that's a lie. I got my new microphone about 3 years ago. But now we new microphone, boy. It's pretty nice.
And welcome to episode 41 of Holy Heck, I Really Like Love Live, our podcast where we go in-depth and discuss every single Love Live song from the very beginning until right now. And also sometimes we discuss our new microphones if you want to say something.
I'm thinking about starting up an ASMR channel. We'll see what you guys think about it. I'll give you guys a little hint, a little taste. Okay, this is my ASMR voice.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Luke, and it's time for another ASMR video.
What do you guys think? Let us know down below if I should start up the ASMR channel or not.
Can you please just real quick say, hey, what's going on, guys? It's critical.
Oh, yeah, I've heard a bunch of people say that. Here, one second.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's critical.
That's just.
Is it pretty close? Is it pretty close? Yeah.
Yeah.
What if I was just critical all along? I'm not that handsome. That's a handsome man. Let's talk about handsome men real quick. Sneaky, have you seen Sneaky's newest cosplay?
Yes,
Ooh,
I have.
Man.
I saw that, and I made like an audible like what? Like
I don't like
night when I like
you know I don't like dudes, but Sneaky text me. You got my number. Anywho, back to Love Live.
Can we go off topic later, and I'll tell you about the time I swam with the shark like unintentionally this weekend?
Let's just go off topic right now and
yeah, all right.
We can't leave him waiting.
All right, so I'm sorry if you guys don't. You guys can skip ahead. I mean, we got timestamps in the description for a reason. I'll put when we talk about the question. So this weekend I went on a cruise, right? Or this week, I guess, and it was fantastic. But the last day we stayed an extra day in Miami, in Florida, because it was like way cheaper to fly out the following day. It was like no joke, like $700 less. It was so much less money. So we went to a beach. And I was out like in the ocean with my little brother and sister who are 10 and 11, or 11 and 12, sorry, and we were like pretty far out, and like the water was like waist deep for a very long time, so it was just kind of like a flat ass like
they're like sand shallows, yeah,
and it was real nice. And all of a sudden, like there were a million people at the beach. It was crowded as hell. It's Florida, like
it's Miami. It's Miami Beach, yeah.
And all of a sudden, we see like a million seagulls fly into the water, and like me being a Zelda fan, I look at my brother. I'm like, look, that's where the giant octopus is from Wind Waker, the big octo, because that's how you find him in Wind Waker.
The deep lore.
And then we turn around and face the shore because we were facing like the deep ocean, and literally nobody is in the water. Like everybody has evacuated the water, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then my little 11-year-old sister is like, Ty, I think we should like go in. I'm like, yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. so we start like heading in, and like I'm kind of starting to realize what's happening now, but not quite.
You don't want to admit it, but you think maybe there's a shark about.
I've had enough nightmares about this where I've convinced myself that even thinking about this is illogical. I'm like, there's no shark, come on. But I start seeing like a crowd of people surround this like one area of the like shoreline, like looking into the ocean at something. I'm like, oh no. So I like start to like diagonal away from that a little bit, and I'm dragging my little brother under my arm, and I'm like pushing my sister with my other hand, like, let's go,
let's get out.
I look back, and like no exaggeration, it is at least a 5-foot long shark that is no more than 10 feet away from me, coming towards me. And I'm like, all right, so this is where it ends. I guess I lived a pretty full life. Like, if anything, I'll just like miss a finger or two. Like, that's fine. That's a cool story to tell, I guess. I'm like justifying it to myself already. My little brother and sister haven't quite figured out what's going on yet. They're like, what's happening, Tyler? I'm like, I don't know, but we should probably exit the water like even faster than we're doing right now. Like, let's go. Like, I'm not about to tell them like, hey guys,
but let's go. Let's skedoodle a little bit quicker.
Let's keep going. So we got out of the water, and we like look behind us. The shark was like right there where we were, and it became a lot more cool
when you were not almost
not
dead
in the water. Yeah. I was like, hey, wow. Yeah, I was like, hey, wow, look, a shark, as opposed to before it was like, like And then I was like, immediately after, I was like, wow, that was a sick 23 years of swimming in the ocean.
No more.
I'm never doing it again.
So guys, welcome back to episode 41 of Holy Heck, this was almost a one-person podcast.
And 20 minutes after that, we were back in the ocean, so we didn't, it was great. We didn't go out very far, like we were pretty like ankle deep for a while.
Swam up to me once, that was pretty cool.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, well,
like, you were, like mortified for a second.
There's like a pod of dolphins that came up on the beach, and like my sister and I were pretty deep in the water and stuff. Like we could touch the bottom still, but we're like 6 feet tall, so it's not, we're 6 feet tall. But like there's the little girl off to the side was losing it, man. She thought she was dead. But there was just like this pod of like 10 dolphins, and they swam like right by my sister and us, and like they like touched our legs and everything, and like it's kind of rapey, but it was fine. Dolphins are assholes.
TLDR. They're a lot less magical than like the Little Mermaid had me believe.
Welcome back to episode 41 of Holy Heck, Dolphins Are Asshole and the Ocean is Cursed.
Welcome back to I Shouldn't Be Alive, episode 41. Alright, so, wow, alright. Remember the time that this is a Love Live show?
Yeah,
someone should just compile all the moments that we talk about not Love Live on
It's
the
a
show
lot. It's a solid, like, 20% of each episode.
Yeah, and to see, like, how long it takes before we get the young 20-hour episode. Alright, so we got questions last week. Last time we asked you, what is your favorite Blu-ray subunit song among the 3 groups? So we had, A and Friends and Nightingale Love Song. We had Troublebusters and Fuyuga Yokan.
Yeah,
and oh no, what is it? Sorry, Happiness and Aki no Sora Toku. That's it, right? Am I imagining that? Okay.
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct.
Okay, perfect. We got one coming in from Cowsuit Hayato, and I really like this comment. I mean, they don't I don't think they explicitly say that Prontoms was their favorite out of the 3, but I'm pretty sure you'll get the idea from the comment reading. So this is on the Prontoms video. I love these 2 songs so much. The choreography and stage effect for A and Friends and NGLS is so fun and pretty. Their singing in Nightingale Love Song live too is so good-like. I like that one. Emphasis on the so good. Oh, sorry. No, like is used. Oh, let me redo it. Their singing in Nightingale Love Song live is so good, like, emphasis on the so good, like, shouting across the rooftops good, get me kicked out of my city apartment level screaming good. I love it so much. If you haven't watched them, please watch it. It's so ethereal and by far my favorite Prontoms performance, not counting Sweet and Sweet Holiday from the final live, Uchi's excitement to sing that song when she said next, it's this song, killed me. I love them so much. Also, with 3 question marks, the outfits with 3 question marks are so good. I'm not a big fan of the, like, Prontoms apron thingy, but everything else in the outfit is so fluffy and bright, and it highlights them so well, especially what I think are, like, bracelets or cuffs with a question mark, at least on Chicago with a question mark. God, they're all just... that's THHHGN. GHGGN.
Yeah, put that in the text-to-speech bot. See what comes out.
THHHGHGGN.
I could write an essay. I love them so much. I said that I love them so much because I love them so much. God, holy shit, I'm crying right now. I'm crying writing this. That's one of my favorite comments we've ever received. So shout out to that.
They probably don't like any other Prontom song but those 2.
That's
I would gamble.
I'm like in my car, like.
Let us know down below, Cowsuit Hayato, what your subunit rankings are.
Oh, I'm dying to see. Yeah, that's kind of like me, where it's like I'm in my car, I'm like, wow, like I'd give a blood sacrifice to hear Love Marginal live, but other than that, it's like, yeah, Prontoms is pretty okay. Like, whatever.
I would gladly have my siblings be eaten by those sharks. Siblings, if you're listening, he wouldn't actually, okay? It's a joke. Parents, also, he would not. You can trust Tyler around the kids.
What about you, fam?
We got one from Rice03. Still has to be BB and Troublebuster. The live performance of the song absolutely sell it to me, along with Psychic Fire, which is, well, that's all the budget. And then coupled with Fuyuga Kureten Yoken Cough Ellie Cough, and I can't help but pick them as my favorite of the 3 singles. Yeah, pretty solid choice. That's the one I picked. I think, like, you can't really go wrong with any of these 3. We got kind of
I like him a whole lot.
Another cool comment. Doesn't really answer the question, but just kind of a neat comment from Homero Dio. I think we got their question a couple weeks ago, but or their answer. They said, I guess not last week because we didn't answer any questions, but they were all great, and we knew they would be.
I was too busy getting eaten.
They're talking about looking through the Prontom's discography, and they check out some of the lyrics. And if you read all, the premiere single from each one of them, the single from each one of them, and they kind of tell a story, like they're trying to tell you some kind of love story, love marginal, unbalanced love, or about hiding your feelings from the person you love. Nightingale Love Song is the confession. The museum song, as I'll faithfully call it because I can't pronounce Japanese, is the happy start of the relationship, and No Exit Orion is about something or someone getting in the way of your happy relationship with your loved one. Great comment, really cool comment. Go check it out. Go check out those lyrics because it kind of tells this cool little love story. So I like that. That's like what's that that band that everybody likes except for me. That did The Wall. What's that band called?
Pink Floyd.
Pink Floyd. They like tell stories in their albums, and that's kind of the same thing, you know?
Yeah, I think I'm a big fan of like 4 Pink Floyd songs, and the rest are like they exist, you know?
Well, like Pink Floyd's kind of cool to listen to if you listen to the whole album in a row, because it just tells a story. But a lot of the songs are kind of throwaway if you don't have the story, you know? Same with Life of Pablo. Life of Pablo has like 9,000 songs on it, and most of them are pretty throwaway because they tell the story in the Life of Pablo, but there's only like a few of them that are really like hit singles, you know? I guess there are none of them that are hit singles, but you know what I mean?
The thing getting in the way of me and my love for Hanayo is post-anime voice Shikako. That is the thing getting in the way of our love.
It's cursed.
Sorry. No, actually, I meant to say this. Well, we're not doing No Exit Orion today. But I listened to the solo mix for the first time last night because for some reason Hanayo was like the last person to get uploaded for like every solo mix. And wow, does she sound so good in that song. Like, it's like old voice Hanayo. I couldn't believe it. I mean, it's not like the same thing, but it's like pretty close. And that's awesome. Sorry. Thank you for writing the words No Exit Orion so I could talk about that. I couldn't just squeeze that in while we were talking about sharks or whatever. You know, the on-topic discussion we had earlier. Oh, man. But anyway, we are back to Acorns this episode.
Yeah, Acorns. We're back on Acorns this episode.
Yeah, we are doing Sora Kokoro. No, that's second.
It took us 13 minutes to get to this part. This is a good episode.
Yeah, I think this might be a new record.
We might be able to crest an hour on this one. We haven't gotten over 40 minutes in quite a while, so Perfect. I'm pretty excited.
On exactly the episode that I needed to edit fast because I have things to do. This is great.
Should have saved the shark story.
I couldn't, dude. I couldn't do it. Like, after I got out of the story, I was like, wow, I can't wait to tell everybody about this. Like, that's kind of where I was at. But anyway, so no, we got, why am I forgetting the first song? Pop's Heart. There it is.
Pop's De La Hearts.
Right. And then we have Sora Kokoro, not the full version. I mean, yeah, not the full unit version is what I'm trying to get at here.
Well, yeah, the 3-boy version.
Okay. Yeah, we're probably never going to have the full version of Sora Kokoro. I mean, it'd be really cool if we did, but I don't know. Is it? Whoa, actually, I'm backpedaling. Is it in the OST? It might be.
It probably is going to be, yeah.
I don't know if it stays TV
size. The OST came out? I think the OST came out, yeah. Yeah, it should be in the, I hope that'd be cool if we got the full version, like, if it was just TV size or not.
You know what I saw in the
I'll have to look it up.
Saw it in the OST, couldn't believe it was there. They have the 4 seconds of dropout we heard before they cut to commercial break.
That's funny. Get pranked, idiots.
But anyway.
And we got Beginner
and Yo song.
Yeah. We got Begin
so
Boy
much
Sailor.
To do today. We are not on track right now. What time even is
will
it?
Crest the hour.
Alright, so without further ado, and holy hell, there has been ado. Can we please get on to Popping Party?
Popping de la Party. Shout out to Trios Komos. Made a very good video of it's just them saying moto when they get to the
motos, like when they get to it,
yeah, they just like start playing motos over and over again. We'll put it down below so you guys can check it out. It's a very good.
And like
video.
The backing continues and everything. It's just moto over and over again.
always shouting at his channel because that is a quality channel.
There are just some creators, and I know they watch us too. Like, oh man, I think it's Zero FX Blade, who has done the supremely cursed Nozomi singing Cutie Panther, Nozomi singing love novels, Prom Tops singing Yozora and Nandemo. Just the most cursed videos of all time. I've seen them comment on some of our stuff before. It's mainly on like our audio shit posts like Bokutachi, but everyone's having a stroke. But like I'm so happy to see them like actually being here too. Like you guys are my heroes.
Yeah, I think he's commented on our stuff once or twice before, so but anyway, this song is a great way to start off the Blu-ray series for season 1 because it's just incredibly fun. Like this song is the most fun. Yeah, we're trying to have a poppin', bumpin' party, dude. This song's super enjoyable. We've talked about it before, and I'm sure we'll talk about it again. Just throwing highs in there and screaming.
It's partially hydrogenated.
Yeah, it's just really good, and this song can get you hyped up like few other songs can.
When you like throw unnecessary highs and stuff like that into a song, it's like when you look on the back of like your, I don't know, like candy or something, and you look at the nutrition facts and the ingredients, and then you have like sugar, and you're like, I know what that is, and then you have like red dye, you're like, okay, I know what that is, and then you get something like partially hydrogenated high fructose corn syrup, and you're like, I don't know what that is, but it made it taste good, and that's like the highs.
It
like
way better than it would have without it.
Yeah. So I don't know why, but every time you say hi, the song becomes better. So thanks for that. All right, so yeah, how do I put this? I originally was like, this song sounds a lot like an anime OP. Luke, you like anime OPs, but then you came and corrected me, and I realized that you were a little bit more right than I was with what you thought this song sounded like.
Hold up a second. I just want to talk about anime OPs. New season of My Hero Academia started last weekend. New OP, it's really bad. Like, can I just say that? Like, it is not very good. It is really bad. The third OP had like moments, but most importantly, the song was like really good. The OP I don't think was very good overall. Like, it was probably like a 5 or 6, so pretty average. But the song was awesome, right? But the new OP is really, really bad. Like, it does not get me hyped up at all. There's like one part where All Might is definitely like not smiling, and that's kind of cool. Like, but it's more the visuals and the song. Like, the song just doesn't do it for me, man.
I saw so many people talking about how much they like it. I haven't seen it yet because I want to watch it as I watch the episode and like be hyped with the whole general situation. But like I heard people liking it. You were like, let's mention OPs. Speaking of OPs, My Hero Academia. I was like, oh, it's gonna be the best. And Luke, you're just like, yeah, it's the goddamn worst. I hate it.
I hate it. I don't know. Maybe I'll get used to it. But I've watched it twice and I have not liked it either time. Pops de la Hots, back to what I feel like it's like. This is the montage song that they're doing when they're doing like goofy montage stuff, setting up for the school festival or setting up for the to launch their rocket into space. As
when they fly on their jet at Mach speed.
Yeah, when they fly on their jet at Mach speed. And it's the one where you expect it to stop at the end of the first chorus, like you expect it to start droning away, but it keeps going, and you're like, oh, there's just like 3 more minutes of this montage, which is fine. And then like, long song, kind of a long song episode. We got 3 kind of decently long songs.
And then like the second part is like the actual visuals themselves are different. Like the first time it was like them like setting up the decorations and being like all silly, like I don't know, like Yoshiko shows up and like falls down and we see like the silent scene of everybody laughing because like they're not gonna put the laughing over the music, so everyone's
while they're eating lunch while they're setting up,
like bobbing up and down like ha ha ha, but we don't hear it. Yoshiko falls down, like Riko's afraid of a dog or something, and then
Yoshiko falls down again.
Yeah, and then like the second part of the song is all like really a lot more like sentimental. Like we see them getting ready at home and being like, "This is my dream." Like we got this all planned out.
Yoshiko's trying to get dressed and she falls down,
and then everyone shows up and starts laughing silently again. Yeah,
and then Yoshiko falls down. Yeah, Yeah, I think that's about 90% of the montage. Well, we've been in 5 minutes into this one and we haven't really gotten anywhere. We're really like getting sidetracked today.
You know what else this song doesn't have aside from a ooh. You know what else the song doesn't have aside from a point? Solos. Where are they?
Yeah.
Where are they
like,
go?
And that's fine. I think like when you're trying to make something pretty hype, solos, I'm not gonna say take away from hypeness. Like obviously you can have hypeness with solos. Like Psychic Fire is incredibly hype. Strawberry Trapper's hype as hell. But like, I don't know. You can do hype with just mashing 3 voices or like 9 voices. I guess there's 9 of them.
I think. Whoops. I think you're right in some instances, but I also think there's other instances where, because it's a solo, it's the most hype thing in the whole world. Like you mentioned with Psychic Fire. So like I feel like it definitely goes both ways. Yeah. Like Ellie's solo in Angelic Angel when there's no instruments and it's supposed to be nice and quiet. Holy hell, that's not nice and quiet when you're in the crowd. That's like the most exciting part. Like, oh like, man.
I'll kind of point this out with a song like what's that song called? The one where they sing in their Seiyu voices.
Wild Stars?
Yeah, Wild Stars. I was just going through the chorus and like at the end they say Wild Stars.
No, Wild Stars.
Yeah. So like you can compare it to kind of like a song with Wild Stars where they're like there's in the chorus they're all singing together. And I don't know, it's just like never hype when they're all singing together, you know? Like it was supposed to be, but instead it's just loud and kind of shouty. While in this one, like it's still loud and shouty, but like that's what the song's trying to do, so it's good, it's hype, it's fun.
It's really funny that you mentioned Wild Stars, because I feel like at so many points in this song, we don't have character voices, and I think that's really cool. Like, there's just so many times where I'm just like, these just sound like people, and not like pretend people that like my dad would call the Chipmunks, because that's what happened. My little brother is like slowly but surely getting into Love Live, and he like played some for my dad. I don't know, he probably played him like a Kotori solo or something, and my dad's like, are you playing Alvin and the Chipmunks, son? And he's like, no, Dad.
Are you winning? No, I mean, I'm guessing it's the first years that are screaming all the highs, because that's kind of their designated role in the group at this point. But yeah, there's not a lot. You don't hear a lot of character voices in the background. Like you don't really hear a lot of. You usually get that from like harmonies and stuff, harmonies and stuff. But you can't really hear the harmonies ever, and they probably don't exist. I think everybody's just the melody, and that's fine. It's fun.
Yeah, I was gonna say like the only time you do hear the character voices is the highs and the motos. So
yeah,
perfect.
Yeah, you can hear it in the motos a little bit. Yeah.
Oh
yeah. You can hear it in the Itsudasemos also.
Itsudasemon. Or Itsumademo, there it is. Itsumademo.
Yeah, Itadakimasu.
Itadakimasu. Yeah, those lyrics. So this song kind of exhibits like really weird like things that you would see in a 2/4 timing song. So if you guys know, normal music that we all know is usually in 4/4, so it's 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. We talked about this before. But 2/4 it's really hard to explain like time signatures that are either half or double what they're like normally sound like. Like for example, in what's that song? Crash Mind. How during Leah's rap parts like drop out. Wait, drop out, not Crash Mind. Right, there, I just said it.
Oops.
Drop out. 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. It's really easy to say like, oh, that's 3/3, but it's just kind of like the way it fits together. It ends up being 6/8 instead of 3/4. 3/4, not 3/3. I'm on drugs.
He's stroking out.
And in this song, the characteristics that we see for 2/4 instead of 4/4, which is 1 2 1 2 1 2 instead of 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Is the second beat of everything is loud as hell. It's like every time a second beat happens, it's like we're onto a brand new thing. It's like ba-na-na-na, ba-na-na-na. It's like, you know, I don't know. It's just every time the second beat hits, you just feel like you're onto a brand new measure, and that's really cool. This song's like almost certainly not in 2/4. Like I'm pretty sure it's in 4/4, but it really borrows the hard second beats from 2/4, and I think that's really really cool. Because it just bombards you with stuff and you're scared. Don't be scared.
We're making a new version of it in 2/4. Call us up, Atlantis.
Pops hard, but even louder and scarier.
Pops hard, but even stronger. Pops hard, but not smiling. Let us know down below what your favorite My Hero Academia character is.
Yeah,
All Might's my favorite. Like I know it's generic and like easy to just say All Might, but like I just want him to be my dad.
No, I appreciate that. I like Bakugo a lot. Like I mean, not as a person because he's like the worst, but I don't know, like he kind of seems like a Sasuke kind of done right to me. But like what I'm trying to say is like I don't know, like, a lot of times, you know, I feel like a lot of reasonings for people being like, okay, spoiler alert, I have not read the manga yet, so I mean, like, I could be talking about things that we already know the answer to, but it just kind of seems like Bakugo is like legitimately just the worst human being of all time, and he's just like hyper angry, like, at everything. Like, I mean, I know that's like a thing, but
there's some really good development that we should get here in season 3. There's some pretty good moments that we get with Bakugo, so I'm excited for it. I'm caught up in the manga, so can confirm that we get some pretty good Bakugo. He's just like really pissed. Imagine if the guy you've been bullying for the last 8 years actually ends up being as good as you. Like, all of a sudden, I'm not a bully, but like if I was a bully, I'd be kind of mad.
I was gonna say the same thing. I was like, I'm not really the kind to bully anybody, but at the same time,
I'd be pretty pissed.
Yeah.
Welcome back to episode 41 of Holy Heck, I Really Like My Hero Academia.
And that's why I think the best girl is, I like Ochako a lot.
Ochako is the best girl.
But like, I feel like every girl is like I would not be, if you were to say that Pink Alien Lady or the Invisible
Shido. Girl
or Suyu was your favorite girl, I'd be like, wow, you're totally right. Like, that's awesome.
that is the best girl. You're right, yeah.
So that's our situation with that. All right, and as for popping party, I hate the word popping. It's really gross ever since I got to like the point where I associated popping with pimples or like things with pus in them. So
this reoccurring pimple on the back. We keep getting sidetracked. I'm sorry. I got one real quick. I got this reoccurring pimple on the back of my head. It won't go away. It comes back about every like 2 weeks or so. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I guess I just got to cut off my own head and maybe I'll get rid of it. Go on.
Just go ahead and check WebMD. Like, you're probably gonna die, but that's okay.
Yeah, I probably have cancer.
But that's not funny.
It's not. What if how would you feel if I did?
Jeez.
See, now you feel bad.
Put me on the spot, my lord. No, but
Composer boys. Do we got composer boys for this one?
Hell yeah, we got Kyo Takeda.
Did anybody compose this song?
Kyo Takeda, the boy, or maybe girl, we don't know. We've talked about them before a number of times. They've made 1-2 Jump, Boku no Live, Kimi to no Life, so the first song, Takaramanos, which is still goddamn following me around. Stop following me, Takaramanos. I'm done talking about you. Moment Ring, and shout out to our boy EJ, Daijobu, also made that one. So.
On the gender thing, when we did the Idolmaster episode the other week, it was super easy to like the genders are just on the wiki for the composers.
Yeah, like they got like pictures and everything. It's like, who made this song? Oh, this 45-year-old guy. All right, thank you.
Yeah, they got age, like gender, pictures, and we were like, this is so easy. We should actually just be an Idolmaster podcast. Not that we aren't.
We could definitely like click on their names and see who they are. Like, they certainly have bios on the Love Live wiki too. It's just we haven't gotten that far yet.
Do they?
I'm pretty sure you can just click on like a guy's name. Wait, I will check for you.
A homie's
literally
name. Click
right
on
this
a homie's
second.
name.
All right, who did beginner selling? Because that's the page I have open. Art Refact. Oh, I totally lied. You can't click on the names once you get to the composer page.
Come on, dude.
I could have sworn you did. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
We could probably Google them, but nah, hell nah.
I will leave you. I googled Effie. Effie's the boy. I will leave you with the fact that the thing I remember screaming most. I felt bad, but I didn't feel bad because I was like the most excited ever. When I was at the Happy Party Train tour live, I like screamed everything that you're supposed to scream. Like, I didn't do any like yeah Taiga, like, you know, stuff that gets people to hate you and like be racist or whatever. But,
you're screaming the highs and the motomoto.
Yeah, I was screaming the highs. I was screaming the like. What else was there? Yay, let's have a party. That's what I was gonna say. That's what I remember screaming the most.
There it is.
And we had this like group next to us, me and my girlfriend, who like sat down the whole time and didn't have any glow sticks and just genuinely just didn't look like they were having like the greatest time. So like it was like one of like the last songs they played. I think it was like Thrilling One Way or something. They got up and they're like, we're with you this time, man. And I'm like, oh, hell yeah, you're going to stand up, we're going to have fun. And like, I don't know, as soon as they said like, we're with you this time, I imagine like the whole rest of the concert, they were looking at me like, look at this asshole. Like, he just literally won't stop swinging his arms around and just
look at his asshole. He's having the goddamn time of his life. What an idiot. Delete those people.
But no, they ended up, you know, right, I guess.
Delete them. I will find you.
So I know there's a person on YouTube who looks at Love Live songs, and like there is an exact timer for how much time each girl gets in a song, and it's really cool because it's like kind of like a little graphy at the end. I'd really like to see that person analyze our review for Popping Party, for how much we talked about the song versus how much we just
that would be a good one.
The song.
Yeah. We got a 15, like at least half of this 15 minutes was Pop de la Party.
The rest of it was pimples and cancer. I feel bad. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, heading into the next song, Soramo Kokoro, the nice second year's song, the world's nicest song.
Yeah, and real quick, the ba bam 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 is a really cool motif to have throughout the whole song. I had it like really low on the list and I didn't see it in my notes, but wow, that's a cool motif to just keep repeating over and over again because it's everywhere. It just starts off and it's just half steps right in a row, just ba bam bam ba bam bam ba bam bam. It never stops. But like,
you know what's a really cool motif?
What?
When we play the next song.
All right, here it is.
Unless you got something else?
No, that's it.
All right, motif number 1, song. This is such a nice, soothing song. There's about a week where I was just like listening to this song all the time, and since then, I gotta be honest, haven't listened to the song much more. But how I feel about the song vocally is just like, I feel like this is the Caged Beast song. You kind of feel what I'm saying? Like they told them, they're like, try to sing like you're going all out, but don't actually go all out. Because like Yo just feels like she's like, she wants to just go crazy, go like loud and strong, like she doesn't, like she does in our next song, but she can't. And Rico sounds like she's tiptoeing that line of like wanting to go crazy, but like not. And same with Chica, and it just feels like this is the Caged Beast. This is the caged animal song.
I got a lot to say about Yo in the song later, but keep going. Sorry.
I'd like to see this version of the song where they just go all out, and it's like a hard rock song. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Or
imagine it. Imagine the world.
What if they had all 9 members in this song? That'd be crazy.
But what if it was a hard rock? You know, does it make it better with all 9 members? I'm not super sure, because Yo's like awesome in the song, Rico's awesome in the song, Chica's awesome in the song. You know, like I'll take my unit versions. I like unit versions of songs a lot.
Me too.
Also, the album art for the song is just Yo's butt, so that's kind of neat.
Big fan. And Rico doing something else, kind of like messing with her sheets.
I think she's like, I think she's looking at music sheets or something. Who cares?
That's not ass.
This started the Blu-ray tradition of butts just being the picture.
I'm okay with this tradition.
Chica kept it going.
This song finds me. I don't think I've ever. I mean, obviously we actively went out to find this song to talk about right now, but I don't think I've ever went out of my way to listen to Soramo Kokomo under Kokomo. Soramo.
Yeah, down to Coco.
Yeah. Sora Kokoro under any circumstance. Like, it just finds me and I listen to it, and that's why this song is so special to me. Like, it'd be like if Christmas was like every day. Weren't there like Christmas specials about that, like in the Fairly Odd Parents or whatever? Like, wow, Christmas every day, and like for the first like 3 days, it was like the best thing ever. But then after that, like everyone got tired of Christmas and it lost all of its like special.
Yeah,
I feel like that. So like every time I listen to this song, I'm like, wow, I live in a world where this song exists and I'm there too. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's so nice.
I totally agree.
Every time I listen to it, and that doubles up on the fact that I'm being honest here. I only listen to the song for the chorus.
The chorus in the song is pretty sensational. Yeah, this has to be one of the best choruses in like probably Awkward's Discord.
Oof.
In their discography. So chorus is pretty awesome. Songs like overall like vocally is just one of these.
That's not to say that I don't like like the
chorus
rest of the song.
Is woo.
Like it is fantastic. Like it only needs the part, and like that could just be the whole song. I'd be okay with it. Like
I like the reach right after that part. Where they gotta go get it. You can really like tell the three of them apart in their parts really well, and I like that in these 3-unit songs. I really like when you can hear them during the chorus individually.
Oh yeah, absolutely, and it's super easy in songs like this.
Yeah, in songs like this where it's slow and very melodic and stuff, you can pick it out really well. Song's got a pretty kick-ass guitar solo also.
Yeah, right. That's pretty common with Love Live though. Like,
I feel like it's something that Shuka really needs to go like interpretively dance to.
Oh, you're totally right. I mean, like she did with the other guitar solo. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not sure if she did during the live. I don't remember, but that'd be something cool.
It's kind of just like a thing with Aquas where it's just like, I don't know, like it's like when people clap after the pilot lands the plane. It's like they clap because it's like, good job, you landed the plane. But you're sitting there like, I sure fucking hope you landed the plane. Like you're at the point now where you like it should be expected that the pilot is going to land the plane, and it's not going to be like a question. You know what I mean? And that's where I'm at with guitar solos in Love Live. Like I'm at the point where it's not going to be a question that it's going to be the sickest guitar solo we ever heard. You know what I mean? So
yeah, but there can still be like underwhelming ones. Mm-hmm. Not like the sickest, but this one's pretty damn good.
Yeah, this one's an outlier for being really good.
I mean, most of them are really good. I mean, most of them are perfect. Like every Love Live song is perfect. This one's just perfecter, you know?
This one's the slightly more favorite child.
Yeah.
So I said before how I wanted to talk about Yo in the song. Everything she says is abrupt. You know, like when you're driving your car and like you gotta like slam on your brakes like more than once in like 10 seconds and you get annoyed, like to the point where you like jerk forward. Every time Yo speaks in the song, I get that feeling. Not that I'm annoyed, but like everything is just so bah, bah, and it's like really evident.
It's very abrupt, yeah.
It's really evident in the post solo like pre-chorus, or I guess regular chorus, where you know they each get their own little part. Like Yo says, "Watashi wa mada mada ganbareru," but the way she says it is like "Watashi wa mada mada ganbareru," and like, you know, it's like it's so just like one after another, just like don't scare me like that. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously she doesn't sing it like a caveman, but like it's just so like one after another, like no, just complete separate syllables. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, that's just kind of Yo's like signature thing a lot of the time. She's very like abrupt. She's very hard sometimes at that part. The watashi wa part, you know, she's kind of abrupt and like you're like, oh, are you okay over there?
You just gotta,
there's also a part.
Let it out, my lord.
Yeah. During the second verse, when she has a solo and then Rico has a solo, Rico's even kind of like abrupt there a little bit, because she's really like she's reaching at the end of almost every, you know, at the end of every line and stuff, and they're playing around with all this cool stuff, and it's really cool. I just wish it could have been in an area where
poor girls just go.
Yeah, let the beasts out to play. So,
now it's kind of funny that we just like ranted about this forever. Chica sounds exactly the opposite at her end of song solo. She sounds just like Rico, right? I'm not imagining that, right?
Yeah, she sounds like super kind of calm and relaxed and down. It's just kind of like, I don't know, man. They have these weird little roles about them, and they just do it well. Like Chica sounds pretty like calm and
yeah, that was the first
down
time
to earth near the end of the song.
Yeah, that was the first time Chica ever just took the Xanax that she was like prescribed
years ago.
Calm down, just sing really nice. I mean, of course she's done it before, but like, wow, is it not what we're used to with Chica? Is what I'm trying to say. This song is just warm. Oh, I have this dumbass note in here.
Boy.
I have the dumbest note of all time called Pauper and Mo Kokoro. Because as we were listening to this and I was trying to listen close, Luke was just singing lyrics about his new popper deck over the song, and I was getting frustrated.
Well, I was singing about how everybody hates my popper deck. And the deck's like, I'm playing Black Green Tortured Existence. It's kind of frustrating to play against, and everybody at the shop just hates my popper deck. So I was freestyling the lyrics.
It's okay.
It was good. I think I gave a better performance than them, honestly.
It's okay. I haven't picked Sheik in friendlies in 500 years in Melee, just because my friends are 100% fed up with playing against Sheik.
Yeah, I'll still pick Peach though. Don't worry.
It's fine. Just don't down smash. No.
No down smashes. Man proceeds to break his C stick.
So I have the young ukulele here this episode. There it is.
Name ukulele.
For 2 songs, for this one and for the next one. And there's a really cool thing in this song. Like, I just wanted to talk about how the melody fits in with the with the chord progression. So the chord progression is really easy. It's just an E. This is in the chorus, by the way, like the na 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 na, and then we go up to a G sharp. Na 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 na. That's just an A. And then we go to a G sharp minor, which is all the way. There it is. So the melody instead goes like, and that's cool because the first note of the melody, I'm not sure what this is on the ukulele, but it's this one right here. And the song, or that very much has it in the G. So if it has it in the G, I don't know. I'm not too brushed up on my theory, but this is the E. Sorry, not the G. So this is an E, and the very last note of the E is this. So that's the first note they sing. How cool is that? And then after that, it has this note. And if you recall, we had this. That's the last note. And it's in G sharp. So it ends on that too. And then it goes from that into, and that's like a little extra note that you throw in when you hit A. And then back down to G sharp minor, ends on that. So every single note is just like in the root of the chord, and it sounds so great. It's just they just dance around the chord progression with their lyrics, and I think that sounds so cool. So to recap, na 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 na. Then we're in here. Na na na. Oops. Oh. Ooh, that was ugly.
Ooh, world's ugliest boy.
There we go. No, 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 no. So, wow, cool song. Thank you, Lantis, for having people who know how to make music, so I can play it on my ukulele and just be amazed. I'm just like staring at the wall, like completely stone-faced, like, ugh, wow, good song.
Good song, grump-like song.
The best part about music is when you have a chord like G sharp minor, like this one. It sounds really nice until you mute the last string that would just like utterly destroy the chord. It's kind of like having just some nice soup and then just pouring some cyanide in it. Just like sticking a nice little cyanide capsule in there. It goes from to. Ooh.
That's curse.
The other day,
I need that for breakfast.
My friend Wally has a ukulele too, and we were just trying to find like the worst ukulele chords, and every time we tried, we just end up with like the nicest chords of all time. Like we were just like, surely this chord sounds like death, right? And then we play
This
it.
Must be the cursed chord.
And then it's like, no, That's nice. Like, this song has to be the worst. That actually was pretty bad.
That was pretty bad. Yeah, I think you gotta have another meeting with him about it.
How about this one? Oh, that one's perfect. I literally just picked random notes. Anyway. Throw the ukulele across the room.
Yeah. Ditch that thing.
No, we'll bring it back for Yo's song though. So we got the composer Satoru Kuwabara, otherwise known as Art Refract. I don't like. I'm gonna throw it on the screen right now.
Refract.
Throw it on the screen right now. How this looks? It's just in parentheses, just Art Refract next to the name. All right. And
I like that.
And they also made Humming Friend, Manatsuwa Dare no Mono, which is the Ruby Daya duet song, and Guilty Eyes Fever. So this is pretty out of their comfort zone. They're pretty EDM boys, except for, well, I guess they did Manatsuwa Dare no Mono too, so that's not really EDM.
This is the hardest EDM song of all time, so
true.
I feel that.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, unless you have anything to say, I just wanted to say that this is just a really pretty song that I listen to entirely for the chorus, that finds me, that I don't ever listen to on my own accord.
Yeah, this is super comfy, super nice song. Really relaxing, but also kind of has like a somber, kind of sad tone about it. So I'd give this song a song out of 10.
Would you agree that this gets like a little kind of forgotten behind the second year's other 30 songs? Like,
I could agree with that.
Hand in Hand's in the anime. I mean, Sora Kokoro's technically in the anime too, but Hand in Hand is like the first song we hear, and then Daijobu 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 is right after that, and like usually get people that prefer one or the other. And I feel like Sora Kokoro kind of gets left in the dust as far as year songs go. Like, you don't have too many other options. You have G Senjo no Cinderella or Waka Waka Week for the other two. So
yeah, I mean, it's just like less known. It's going to be a song that will always be a little less known.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Huh?
Because it was in the anime rather than because it wasn't in the anime, unlike the other two.
Anyway, are you ready to move on to Yo's solo song? The one I think is probably the best solo song thus far.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Begin Boy Sailing starts now.
Begin. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, it never feels overwhelming, but despite
you okay? Hello? Are you okay? Are you okay?
Oh,
you good?
Oh no. Sorry. I started in the middle, just like how this song starts in the goddamn middle.
Pranked you guys.
Why does this song start in the middle? Why?
It's ready. It's ready to go, dude.
Hoops demands. I remember what this song was leaked. Someone's dad works Atlantis like a day before it was supposed to come out. And it started like that. I'm like, this is a bad rip. Who did this? And then it just turned out that that's just how the song works.
It's like
I don't hate it. It's just silly.
When you download the .og sometimes, it just like about 10 seconds in, just random parts will be scrambled up in it. It's like that, yeah. But okay, let's think about this on a storytelling perspective. Let's say she's like, oh, I will know how to sail. My dad's a sailor, so she's already gung ho, ready to sail, right? I don't know. I haven't read any of the lyrics.
She is not the beginner sailor here.
But she is ready to go. But it turns out she is the beginner sailor. And after she crashes 17 boats, she's like, maybe I should learn how to sail. I didn't read it in the lyrics. Let me know down below if I'm right or not. I just had that thought just right now. See, that's called thinking on the fly right there.
Thinking on the ocean because we're
thinking
sailing.
on the ocean because we're sailing. No, I mentioned it in the last song a little bit how that was the Restrain the Beast. This song is so good because they kind of just let her go, and this is my favorite. This is probably gonna end up being my favorite Yo performance throughout. I haven't sat down and thought about which Yo performance is my favorite, but this one feels like it might be my favorite. It's really good.
Definitely up there for me. I know if it's my favorite anything, it's my favorite solo song. That's for damn sure.
But it captures like the essence of the character very well. Also, like very gung ho, ready to go meet the world, and like the song like feels adventurous. Like we've talked about it with all of these songs, they feel this way or that way or this way or that way. This one feels like I'm like on a boat, like on an adventure with Yo, going out to the ocean.
Like Mumford and Sons. I was
deep.
explaining to my friend, I was like, I heard a song on the radio and I heard what I called adventure banjo. I was like, is this Mumford and Sons? He's like, yeah. And I was like, I knew because of the adventure banjo. And that's just the type of music they have. And this is adventure genre. You're totally right.
Yeah, this just feels like it.
I don't know, like it's kind of like we just got lucky, like her character genre was exactly the type of music that she'd be like really good at, It's kind of like what we got with Yoshiko, how it's like it just works, you know what I mean? Like the song that we all expected her to get, if it wasn't like a rock song or whatever, like this is it, and she got to just belt it and be amazing in it. And unfortunately, like for Hanamaru, for example, like there's not really I can't really think of too many ways you can make like a laid-back pseudo-country song like the greatest vocal performance of all time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, this is the, like you're just saying, this is the first one of these character songs that I've felt matches the character perfectly while also being something I truly, truly do enjoy. This song's just, woo! It's one of these.
Like we said with Yoshiko's solo song, like I feel like that song is fantastic. It's just not my thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like this song's got everything. This song's got the
forced highs.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah. It's got the forced highs. It's got the great vocal performance. This neat piano backing. The verses kind of like slow down a little bit, leading into the hype chorus. We got a this final bridge where the acapella kind of like, or the acapella, where the instrumental kind of drops out a little bit, and the girl is just allowed to like be free there for a little bit without a lot of instrumental. Yeah. And so like this song's got everything I like in a Love Live song.
It's so good.
It's got a very climactic ending. Like it feels like this is the climax of the song.
There we are. Yeah. And then she she hits you with the Ishoni, like, or wait, no, what does she say? Ishoni is like what she says throughout the whole rest of the song.
Actually, the only words that she says throughout the entire song.
Oh, ikuya. There we go. Same thing. I'm learning Japanese.
I am ready to go, yo.
And it's so very nice. We're just so Genki in this song, dude. The Genki levels are off the goddamn charts.
Let's talk about the not nice part of the song, or maybe the nice part, depending on what you like. There's this weird audio blip at about 2 minutes.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead. Like, he's mad about it.
No, I'm not mad about it. I'm just concerned. Like, it's not often that you hear like a company like Lantis like slip up or whatever. Like, I was thinking about it today. I was like, are there any bad Love Live songs? Like, no. Like production wise, there's some that are better than others. But I don't think any are like strictly like not well produced. Like probably the worst one is like Love Novels. I don't know, IMO. But like, they're at exactly 2 minutes into the song. It's a little blip of what happens, and for like a millisecond, it's like a bet, and then it resets back to the beginning of the bet and just continues. So like it repeats what it was gonna play anyway. And I'm convinced that that's like a production glitch. Because like in every place we've heard it so far, including the wiki, like it's not like a wiki glitch. It's like a actual like song glitch.
I just like I can't be convinced that like a company as big as Lantis, and as like careful about about stuff, you know, that cares about their music this much, would like leave an audio glitch like that in there. Especially one that's so like jarring and obvious. So I feel like it was done intentionally, but there's a chance it wasn't, but I got a feeling it was intentional, and it was just like a weird way of doing it, you know? Like,
I was gonna say, maybe it's just avant-garde and we don't understand.
Yeah, who's the composer? Who's the composer? We're skipping to composer early. We're comparing it to what else they've done.
Hold on. We're right there.
Picnic.
Oh, our boy Art Refract.
Oh,
again.
He's back again. Oh, double Blu-ray boy. Well, okay, now we don't.
I didn't realize.
So I guess he doesn't do incredibly weird stuff like that, but still, he went out of his comfort zone to do that one.
So, I'm about to bring the ukulele back in about 2 seconds.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Is it back?
Here it is. Reached all the way across. Found it. All right. So, I don't know what this is called. I have no idea. I've coined it as the creep chord, or the creep chord progression, like the Creep by Radiohead. As we all know, because we're all very, very smart with music theory, and we're all about to graduate with our music theory doctorates or something. So as we all know, every chord has a major version, which is just, you know, the version of the chord that, like, when you say, like, play an A chord, or it's like, okay, that's not A, but you get the idea. And then also has a minor version, which in simplest terms is the sad version of the major version. That's like, come on. So, what is this on a ukulele? I don't know ukulele chords, I just know what they sound like. But that's the minor version. And the creep chord, or the creep chord progression, is when you play you're in your normal chord progression meaning just like, you know, the order of chords that you play a song in. And for the second to last chord, it's a major chord, and then the very last chord is the minor version of the same major chord, right? So, you know, for creep it's so pay attention to this one. And then we switch to the minor version right here. That's it right there. And this song does that, and it's my favorite thing. You can keep beatboxing if you want, but I don't know how good it'll sound after.
I don't know how good my beatboxing will sound like in general.
With Creep, again, it's you were here before. I'll play it faster. Couldn't look you in the eye, just like an angel. And skin makes me cry. So there's that minor version of the same chord. Now here's the sickest transition of all time. So do you hear the, it went from to Quito. So that's the creep chord. Went through that whole roundabout explanation to explain the creep chord. But I just wanted to explain that because it happens so many times in the song, and it's my absolute favorite thing, like right behind line cliches, which I don't think this song has.
Line cliches suck.
I know, they're the goddamn
Delete all
worst.
line cliches from Love Live Music.
So I really wanted to explain the creep chord because, like, I remember we were discussing this with EJ, like, the second it got released, and I was like, it's my favorite. Like, after a first listen, I was like, it's my favorite. And he's like, wow, why? And I like gave him a few reasons, and I was like, you know, like Creep, like by Radiohead, it's like that song. And I'm pretty sure EJ was like, what? So there you go. So here, that's my explanation. Sorry for talking so long.
No, I definitely feel like this is. I don't ever want to call something the best, but this is my favorite by far of all the solo songs that we've gotten so far.
But I feel like it's just so well composed too. Like, the meme intro. Like, this song never gets messy despite having 40 billion instruments. Like, have you realized how many instruments are in the song?
Yeah, there's a lot.
Heckin' lot. There's so many. And it never sounds like just peril. like Trouble Busters does. Not to keep talking about Trouble Busters, but it's been such a great example lately, so I'm a big fan of that.
It doesn't sound like you're being assaulted.
I don't know. It's just never overwhelming or scary, and it's just really nice. We got some sick side stick drumming in the intro during the creep part that I just sang you, and that's like where you hold your drumstick sideways over the snare, and you kind of get like the like clock noise, like a little like you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That kind of just sounded like I was like the what is that one video with a dog in the plane, like ba 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 ba.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Oh, there's a page on Facebook that shares the video of that every day. Oh,
something of Destiny.
Maybe, I'm not sure.
Whatever. Sorry, but
I know what you're talking.
It just like clocks over and over again, like bam 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 bam, and it doesn't really happen again in the rest of the song. But wow, it's a neat when it does there. And what else? Oh, almost all the lyrics in the song have like the slightest echo, like all the time, and it's really neat. You kind of got to listen close for it, but it just adds so much to the song. It makes it a not solo song because she's singing with herself the whole time. One or two more things. There's no Yosuro in the song. My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined.
She does say yo once. I heard her say yo at least once, so
yeah, I'm pretty sure that might just be standard Japanese speaking.
Yeah, no, I think it's. I would agree. I think she's just talking.
But man, I am really in love with the song. I was gonna be so upset if we got through the entirety of the solo songs and there was not one that I was like really passionate about. I was like, just give me one. I got 9 tries.
Daddy Lantis, give me one.
So we still didn't get Mari and Kanon as of recording, but I feel like they're gonna be released very soon. At least previewed, I mean.
Well, yeah, the Ruby Dia ones have been previewed. Go check those out. They're pretty enjoyable. If you haven't listened to them yet, guys.
I think we mentioned that like a little bit ago, but that's okay. I don't know. Oh, we did, because that's when I was like, yeah, go listen to them. They're real. Like, ooh, I don't want to lie to you guys. Like, they're all right, I guess.
Yeah, so go check them out if you haven't yet.
And just with that, I'll leave you guys with the Daiji Nano Wasuki ni Nano Jone Desu.
He's trying.
Every time she does that, I'm just like, that's the panic attack. That's the Trouble Busters right there. Yeah. So there's that. I hope you guys enjoy the song as much as we do.
It's a goodie. It feels like one of the best solos that we've gotten. Maybe from, I guess these are the only solos. God, it's so weird that these are the only solos we gotten from Aqua so far. I hope if we don't get some solo mix boxes, I'll find you, Lantis.
I know. I mean, we got Landing Action, but like, do those count?
No. I want some boxes. Give me the boxes. So, going into our questions, we got season 1 Blu-rays, we got season 2 Blu-rays. We talked about them both in this episode, so we wanted to know, as of right now in the season 2 Blu-rays, we got 5 of the songs out, 6 of the songs, 5. We got 5 of the songs out.
3, 4, 5.
Which of the 2 seasons do you like the most at this point? We might find out from you guys later, once all 9 of them are done, but.
For Aquas, obviously.
Yeah. Which of the 2 seasons for Aquas do you like the most out of them? So, Tyler, which season do you like the most?
Listen, man. Like I just said, I've been pretty underwhelmed with the solos thus far. I don't think any of them have been awful. And like things like Yoshiko's solo happen where I'm like, wow, this is the greatest song ever if I cared about it, which I like don't really. So, as much as I love Yo's song, I like completely and totally give this to season 1 here. They got so many bangers, and we didn't even hit on any of them today. I mean, like, we totally did, but none of my favorites is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like, Waku Waku Week we got, Thrilling One Way and Daiji Warrior are both Blu-ray songs, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah, those are both Blu-rays, yeah.
And the absolute king of Blu-ray songs, in my opinion, we got the young G Senjo no Cinderella. I remember back in the day I was like trying to figure out whether like out of the 3, like Sora, Kokoro, G Senjo, and Waku Waku Week, I was like, what's my favorite? And I was like, well, G Senjo is definitely the 3rd. And then somehow it just became like overwhelmingly my favorite. I don't know what happened, but it happened, so that's fine. But there's just too many classics to pass up on the first season for me to, not say it. What about you, Luke?
Well, there's still a lot of hope in the second season, but just going off it right now, I got to go with the first season Blu-rays. They are pretty phenomenal. All three of the trio songs are awesome. The 3 songs that are full unit, Daydream Warrior, the one we just talked about today, and the tuba song is also just one of my favorite songs in Love Live. So I definitely got to go with the first season Blu-rays.
The tuba song is a
tuba song is a Blu-ray song. Yep, that is and that is a goodie.
I didn't even mention the tuba song in my answer. I feel like I should have. I'm sorry. The tuba song.
Sorry, the tuba song. I'll never forget you.
The next time we got Waku Waku Week and Daydream Warrior, and that's really exciting.
That one. Yeah, that's gonna be.
That is a hype episode.
That is going to be the most fun, danciest episode.
And then we just have EJ on after that, so that's pretty cool. Hey, EJ.
The boy coming back.
And then he comes on like right after that, like 2 episodes later.
We take those.
But anyway, thanks for watching. And sorry if we got off track so much this episode, but also not really because I kind of like it.
4 hour long. I mean, like, all I care about is, like, if we're having fun, then it's a good episode.
All right. Well, talk to you guys next week. See you, my dudes.
See ya, broskies.